Hey guys, I'm going to do an updated Calcharo guide because there's actually a few things that I've discovered since the last video that I made. So, I did state that you can cancel E1 and E2, but not E3. But it actually is cancelable, and I've actually used that tech in several of my clips. Sometimes you'll see me like just start it and then dodge like right as soon as he does it. And the way you do that is it can't be dodge canceled, but it can still be jump cancelled. Which is interesting because his second E can be both jump cancelled and dodge cancelled. But for some reason his third E can only be jump cancelled. I guess they want it to be a bit more committed action. But when I say that his first two E's can be cancelled basically instantly, I really mean it. Look at that. The second E just instantly appears. Let me see, can you jump cancel the first one? That is crazy. Okay, we just discovered something together. Alright. Okay. Now, it is really important that you learn when to cast his resonance skills and when to cancel them, because they have very hefty animations. And honestly, only the third one is really worth sitting through the whole thing. Exterminate. But even then, like, it has a pretty heavy aftercast delay. Like, watch this. I'm gonna try to move forward, okay? Look, I'm holding W. You see how heavy that aftercast delay is? So as soon as that second hit goes through, jump. Dodging is optional. Just jump. Cancel it. You can even cancel it into a jump attack. Exterminate. Keep up DPS without sacrificing your mobility. And you can also cancel jump attacks with a dodge. So you're not nearly as vulnerable. See that? If you incorporate this tech, there's pretty much never a reason not to use his third E anymore. Because in a lot of Calcharo gameplay, I watch people holding onto their third E because they're afraid of getting hit during it, because it doesn't let you dodge. But if you just 1, 2, you're good. You can cancel the jump attack with a dodge, or you can jump and then dodge. Like, you can do whatever you want, and it doesn't have to be backwards only. You can do it forwards, diagonal. You can do anything as long as you have the stamina. I want to make this video because a lot of people keep saying that, you know, I have a lot of respect for you being a Calcharo main because he's so, like, clunky and unfun to play. He's not, bro. He's not, like, don't get me wrong. I gracefully accept the respect and support, but this character is not suffering to play. I think if you want to respect my mastery over this character, don't say that this character is clunky or hard to play. He's hard to master, but not hard to play. Don't say his kit is weird or clunky or not fun to play, or that it doesn't flow smoothly, because look at this. Exterminate. Like, you're gonna tell me that's not a good flow, and you can do anything during that. It's not just one-dimensional. can cancel forwards, you can cancel backwards. Slash forward, jump, dodge back. Or slash forward, jump, dodge forward. Like, there's so much room for skill expression here. So if you wanna respect my mastery over this character, at least if you wanna compare it to another character, because you know I think it's worth respecting Calcharo mains just just in a vacuum. You respect any main for just mastering their character, but if you wanna compare him to like someone else, at least just do it to Shang Liao. Because, you know, like, oh, bro, I respect you for playing this character when a better one exists and is given for free. Like, that makes sense. That's fine, but don't say that, you know, you're crazy and I respect you for playing this clunky-ass character, because he's not clunky. Anyway, with that out of the way, let me show you why it's so important to cancel. See, I get that stack. I staggered him there. Watch this. Watch. I get the stack and the damage from canceling the ability, and I get the dodge counter too. Let me use my stacks here so you guys can see. And if you get really good, you can combo them with your dodge counters.
All is fair in war. Saw that coming.
Look, I'll try to combo it with my dodge counter. So I get the stack and the damage, and I get the dodge counter off.
Saw that coming. Saw that coming. Saw that coming.
Let me use my stacks again. Now you can see me gain more.
Saw that coming.
See? And it's hard to notice too.
Too slow. Saw that coming.
But if you know what you're looking for, you'll see it.
Exterminate. Saw that coming. Misery follows. No escape. Saw that coming. Saw that coming. Saw that coming.
Okay. And also, just to be clear, I might as well do it since I'm recording anyway, just to be extra clear.
I see my way clear.
Okay. Ignore the crit damage. It's like 60% higher than it should be because of Crownless's special mechanic. Gives me 60% more crit damage. So actually my build is, this should be 245, okay? Should be 245 crit damage. So 70% crit rate by 245 crit damage. It's a 4-3-3 1-1 build. I have a 3 cost as the main. Your end game weapon on Calcharo should, just in case you're curious, here's the sequences. Your end game weapon should be Lustrous Razor. That is if you have like insanely cracked echoes though. And not everybody will have insanely cracked echoes like me. I spent thousands of tuners for this. Not everybody's gonna have this kind of gear. So, if you're not gonna invest this deep into Calcharo, to have a crit ratio like this without a crit weapon, then you don't need Lustrous Razor. Other weapons, in fact, might even probably be better for you. But if you cannot achieve 70% by 240%, then Lustrous Razor is just gonna be annoying for you to play with because you're gonna have a annoying crit ratio. You're gonna have like 60%, 65. You should have just about at least 70%. Like this is fine. But the reason why this is the ideal weapon for an endgame Calcharo is because of the attack percentage. This is what makes it so good. He is a resonance liberation damage dealer, and he does use 3 resonance skills. So obviously the passive is really good, and he does want energy regen, so it is a really good passive for him. Probably I'd even go as far as to say it's ideal for him. But the attack percent is where it really comes in big. Because every character in the game can get around this crit ratio. Again, ignore the crit damage, it's way higher than it should be because of Crownless's passive. Trial passive gives you crit damage. It should be 245. So, because this crit ratio is achievable, look here. Because this is achievable through only echoes, only, your weapon does not need to be a crit weapon. You already have an ideal ratio just from echoes. Again, assuming you either get extremely lucky or you put in a lot of time and resources into it. So you no longer need crit rate or crit damage, so attack percent actually becomes really, really good, because this game doesn't have a Bennett. There's no Bennett from Genshin here, so attack is actually a useful stat. Actually, depending on sequences, it gets even more powerful, because you just get 25% electro damage just for free when you're in your ult form. So you can even like trade one of these out, one of these electro damage bonuses, and replace it with attack percent. It's probably going to be more damage. I haven't done the math myself, but like theoretically it could work. Since most people are not gonna dedicate this much into Calcharo, you can get away with Jinsei's signature weapon, or Verdant Summit, which is Gion's signature weapon, because crit weapons do make a character easier and more fun to build, and less to stress about, less to worry over. And you're free to do that. But yeah, this is why this weapon is the ideal endgame weapon for our Ghost Hound. If you have any questions, feel free to ask in the comments. I'll get back to you as soon as I can. And thank you for watching. If there's any other new text that I discover at some point and I feel like it could use an updated video, I will come out with one and let you guys know. Again, thank you for watching, and I hope this helps.